Good morning, class. Today I will continue line wise explanation of the chapter Sermon at Banaras. Kisa Gotmi became weary and hopeless. Weary means tired. And when she did not find a handful of mustard seed, then she was tired and became hopeless. Sat down at the wayside, watching the light of city as they flickered up and extinguished again. Flicker means sign, extinguish means put off. And when she was returning from the village, on the way she sat down, and it was night, so city lights were twinkling. Twinkling means shining and extinguishing. At last, the darkness of night reigned everywhere, and after some time, the whole lights were off, and the whole city was covered with darkness. And she considered the fate of men, that their lives flicker up and are extinguished again. Then Kisagotmi sat down on the way and she began to think about the man's fate, man's luck. And she concluded that the human being's life is just like the city life, that twinkle for some time, and after a certain time that extinguished. Extinguished means put off, bujhana. And she thought to herself, how selfish am I in my grief? Death is common to all. Then she realized that death is common to all. No one can escape from death, and she is insisting that her son should be made alive. It is her selfishness. 8. In this valley of desolation. Desolation means area where there is no one, and valley of desolation means an area which is filled with deep sorrow. And 8. In this valley of desolation, she realized that this word is a area that is full of sorrow. Desolation means sorrow. There is a path that leads him to immortality, who has surrendered all selfishness. Then Kisagotmi felt that anyone who has surrendered all selfishness, he became immortal. So she found that this word is full of sorrow, and anyone who has surrendered all his selfishness, only he can become immortal. Immortal means one who never dies. Mortal means one who dies. Buddha said, life of mortals in this world is troubled and brief and combined with pain. When she came to hermitage of Buddha, Buddha told her that life of all mortals, mortal means anyone who may die. The all human beings, all the people of this world, all the creatures of this world are mortal. And Buddha said that the life of mortal in this world is full of trouble. It is very brief. Brief means short and combined with pain. The mortal's life is full of pain. For there is not any means by which those that have been born can avoid dying. After reaching old age, there is death. Of such nature are living beings. Buddha told Kisagotmi that in this world no one is immortal. Anyone who is born, he will die one day certain. And he said that first he will become old, and after that he will die. Only this is the nature of all living beings, all mortals. As ripe fruits are early in danger of falling, so mortals when born are always in danger of death. Buddha told the secret of life. He said that human life is just like a ripe fruit that may fall any time. Same way, any human who is born, any mortal who is born, it is certain that he will die. As the earthen vessels made by potter end in being broken, so is the life of mortals. Then he had given another example. Just like earthen vessel. Earthen vessel means the pots which are made of soil. The earthen pots which are made by the potters, it is certain that they will break one day. Same way the life of mortals, it is also certain that they will die one day. No one can escape from death. Death is only truth of this life. Both young and adult, both those are fools and those who are wise, all fall into power of death. All are subject to death. Buddha said that anyone who is young or adult, anyone who is fool or is fool means stupid or wise, intelligent, all have to die. No one can escape from death. Death is most devastating thing that will destroy each and everything which are existed in this world one day. Only death is truth of this life. Of those who overcome by death depart from life. A father cannot save his son, not kinsmen. Kinsmen means relatives, their relations. Buddha says that anyone who is dead, by weeping we cannot revive them. Such as a father cannot save his son, a relative cannot save another relative. Death is only truth of this world. Mark, while relatives are looking on and lamenting, lamenting means weeping, crying deeply, one by one, mortals are carried off, like an ox that is led to the slaughter. And he had given another example कि all human beings are people, creatures who are on this world. They are just like ox who are being taken to the slaughterhouse for sacrifices. Same way, all human beings, all creatures who are born, they are continuously moving forward towards the slaughterhouse for the death. So, world is afflicted with death and decay. Buddha said that this world is mortal and afflicted with death and decay. Decay means destruction. Therefore, wise men do not grieve. Grieve means do not complain, knowing the terms of the word. The intelligent people, spiritual men, do not weep, do not cry, do not complain, because they know it well that only this is the law of nature. Anything that is existed that will destroy one day. Change is law of nature. Anyone who is born, he will die. So, spiritual men, religious men do not complain or weep over someone's death. Not from weeping or not for grieving will anyone obtain peace of mind. On the contrary, his pain will be greater and his body will suffer. Buddha said that by weeping, by crying, by complaining, no one can get peace of mind. Only he will make himself sick. His body will suffer. The more he will weep, the more he will cry, his body will suffer. He will make himself sick and pale. Pale means yellowish. Yet the dead are not saved by his lamentation. The Buddha said that by lamenting means crying, we cannot revive a dead person. Only we will make our body sick. So the spiritual men, religious men, hermits, saints, they do not weep or cry over someone's death. He who seeks the peace should draw out the arrow of lamentation and complaint and grief. Buddha said that spiritual men who seek peace of mind, they do not lament. Lament means cry over someone's death, because anyone who wants the peace of mind, he had to come out from the arrow of lamentation, complaint and grief. He who has drawn out arrow has become composed will obtain peace of mind. He who has overcome all the sorrow will become free from sorrow and be blessed. Buddha said that anyone who had made themselves free from sorrow, only that person can get the blessing of God, because death is only truth of life. Anyone who is born, he will die. No one can escape from death. So all the mortals, all the human beings must accept this truth. It is made by God, and everybody should accept it as the desire of God. This is the whole explanation of the chapter Sermon at Banaras.